Imagine you are driving down the highway in your late model vehicle, feeling like a master of the road, when suddenly, that dreaded amber glow flickers to life. Your heart sinks as your mind immediately jumps to a $1,000 repair bill at the dealership. But what if I told you that 60% of parts replaced based on those diagnostic codes actually do absolutely nothing to fix the problem? You are being led into a trap designed to drain your bank account. The automotive industry thrives on your fear of the unknown, turning you into a mere operator who blindly follows a computer's suggestion. Today, we are breaking those chains. I have spent decades seeing these patterns, and I have the secrets the big shops hide. We are going to pull back the curtain on the parts canon and transform you into a true master of your vehicle. Before we dive into the countdown that will save you thousands, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe for Batch channel name. We provide practical, no-nonsense advice that keeps the power in your hands and the money in your pocket. Stick around until the end, because our #1 entry is a critical safety warning that can prevent a $2,500 catastrophe. You cannot afford to miss it. Let's get to work. Title card. 10. The $15 solution. Number 10 on our list is the most deceptively simple fix in the history of the internal combustion engine. Even in 2026, the humble gas cap remains the #1 cause of EVAP system codes. When your car's computer detects a leak, it doesn't know if a hose has perished or if you simply didn't click your cap. Many drivers see an EVAP code and immediately agree to a multi-$100 charcoal canister replacement. Stop. Inspect the rubber seal on your gas cap. If it is cracked, dry-rotted, or won't click into place, you have a $15 problem, not a $500 one. This is the ultimate example of the industry preying on the uninformed. If you haven't checked that seal, you're just throwing money at a ghost. But as annoying as a gas cap is, it pales in comparison to the electric vampire hiding in your engine bay. Title card, number 9, the 11.8-volt Phantom. Coming in at number 9 is the hidden culprit of the modern era, low battery voltage. Your modern car is a rolling supercomputer. These systems are incredibly sensitive to electrical noise created when a battery isn't at peak performance. A healthy battery should sit at 12.6 volts. We are seeing a massive surge in phantom sensor codes because batteries have dropped to 11.8 volts. The car will still start, so you assume the battery is fine, but that slight drop causes the computer to misinterpret signals. You'll see codes for transmissions or camshaft sensors, leading you to replace parts that aren't broken. Always have your battery load tested before you even think about buying a sensor. It's the difference between a simple battery swap and a wild goose chase through your car's wiring harness. Title card, number 8, the O2 sensor circuit lie. Number 8 addresses one of the biggest parts canon traps in existence, the O2 sensor code. When a scanner reads O2 sensor circuit, most people immediately buy a new sensor. But the key word there is circuit. A diagnostic code is an alert to look at a system, not a command to replace a part. Many of these codes are caused by broken wires, melted connectors, or even a rodent who decided your harness was a snack. If you replace the sensor without checking the wires, that light will be back on before you get home. You need to verify the integrity of the electrical path. Why pay $200 for a part when a bit of electrical tape and a solder joint could have solved it? This leads us directly into another invisible enemy that often masks itself as a major mechanical failure. Title card, number 7, the $5 vacuum ghost. Coming in at number 7, we have the P0171 code, also known as System Too Lean. To the uninitiated, this sounds like your fuel injectors are dying. Shops will be more than happy to quote you $400 or more for a full set of new injectors. In reality, this is often much simpler. This is often caused by a $5 rubber vacuum hose that has developed a tiny crack, allowing unmetered air into the engine. It could also be a dirty mass airflow sensor that just needs a quick spray of specialized cleaner. These are hidden secrets that turn shop jobs into DIY fixes. By understanding the logic of how air enters your engine, you bypass the traditional automotive industry's greed. You know that air leaks are silent assassins. And speaking of invisible issues, our next point is something that didn't even exist 10 years ago. Number 6 is a product of our modern age: software updates and TSBs. For newer models, the check engine light is often triggered by glitchy software updates. Think of it like your smartphone getting a bug after an update. The hardware is fine, but the software is having a tantrum. Before you let anyone take a wrench to your car, you must ask for technical service bulletins. Often, the manufacturer knows the light is a false alarm. They may have already issued a software reflash to fix it. If you don't check, you might pay for a physical repair that doesn't exist. This is where the value loop saves you the most. A software update is often covered under warranty or offered at a fraction of the cost. We've reached the halfway point, and number 5 is the big one, the Pedro 420 code. This is the catalyst efficiency code, a favorite for high-profit shops. They will tell you that your catalytic converter is dead and needs a $1,500 replacement. But here is the truth they won't tell you. A catalytic converter is a solid block of precious metals. It doesn't just break unless something else kills it first. More often than not, a PO420 is caused by an exhaust leak or a lazy O2 sensor that isn't quite dead yet. It could even be an engine misfire sending the wrong data. Replacing the converter without fixing the underlying issue is like putting a bandage on a broken leg. You must investigate the big 3 misdiagnoses before you ever authorize a converter replacement. This is how you reclaim your power as an owner. To do that effectively, you need the right tools, which brings us to number 4, the time machine inside your car's computer. This is known as freeze frame data. Standard code readers just give you a number, but advanced DIYers know the computer takes a snapshot of the event. It records the engine temperature, speed, load, and fuel status at the exact second the light came on. This data is the key to the mystery. If the light triggers only when the engine is stone cold, you're likely looking at a leaking gasket. If it happens at 70, it's fuel delivery. By looking at freeze frame data, you stop guessing and start knowing. You are using the car's own memory to prove or disprove the mechanic. It is the ultimate tool in the fight against the parts cannon. It allows you to see the crime scene exactly as it happened. And that leads us to number 3. The pulse of the engine. At number 3, we dive into the science of live data, specifically fuel trims. This is the secret language of your engine. Your short-term fuel trim tells you exactly how the computer is reacting to real-time conditions. If that number is over positive or negative 10%, your engine is struggling to balance the air-to-fuel ratio. A high positive number means the computer is dumping extra gas to compensate for a vacuum leak. A high negative number means it's cutting fuel because of a leaking injector. By monitoring this pulse, you can find problems before they even trigger a code. This is the level of mastery that separates the mere operator from the true master. You aren't just reading a light, you are reading the very life force of the machine. And in 2026, there are new ways to interpret this data that make it easier than ever. Coming in at number 2 is the 2026 method of advanced DIY diagnostics, AI-powered scanners. Tools like the ThinkCar MuCar 892T have changed the game. These aren't just code readers. They are digital assistants connected to millions of real-world repair records. When you plug this in, the AI analyzes your vehicle's data and suggests the most likely real fix, not just the part named in the code. It helps you avoid the parts cannon by providing a statistical probability of what is actually wrong based on thousands of other repairs. This is the technology that levels the playing field between you and the dealership. It's like having a master mechanic sitting in your passenger seat, guiding your hand. Finally, the number 1 thing you must know about your check engine light: the difference between a solid light and a flashing light. A solid amber light means you have an emissions problem. It's serious, but you can drive home. But if that light starts blinking, you are in the nuclear zone. A flashing check engine light indicates a Type A misfire. This means raw, unburned fuel is being dumped directly into your exhaust system. This fuel will ignite inside your catalytic converter, reaching temperatures that will melt the internal structure in minutes. What could have been a simple $100 spark plug fix will instantly become a $2,500 exhaust overhaul. If you see that light flash, you must pull over and shut the engine off immediately. Do not try to make it home. This is the single most important piece of advice that will save your car's life and your life savings. In summary, don't let the industry scare you into a parts cannon frenzy. Always start with the gas cap and the battery health. Ignore the part name in the code until you've verified the wiring and checked for software updates or TSBs. Use tools that give you live data and AI insights to see the truth behind the amber glow. By following these steps, you've saved yourself thousands of dollars and moved one step closer to becoming a true master of your vehicle. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to share it with someone who's tired of being ripped off. Next time, we're going to discuss the controversial truth about lifetime transmission fluids. You won't want to miss that one. Stay empowered, keep your hands greasy, and I'll see you in the next one here on Channel Name.